Hey everybody, welcome back. Another quick video for you guys just to update you on the progress of the old school line that we're working on. This first model we're calling the Brute. And it's turned out pretty well. We've done some more measurements on it, some more tweaking. We've got a pair of cabinets now. I've just coated them in Duratex. It's a quick and dirty finish. It's great for prototyping and doing demo speakers. If we bang it around in here, we can and knock some Duratex off it. We can just touch it up and you'd never even know it. Of course, it's pretty tough to even damage the stuff with Duratex. The Duratex is tough finish. So we like using it, and it's just a good all-around finish for us to put on prototypes and stuff that we're banging around in here and moving around. The off-axis responses on this thing came out really well. Vertical off-axis, horizontal off-axis. We're measuring in both directions since it's an asymmetrical baffle. And it's a little different in each direction. But overall, it came out great. And I'm going to tell you about some things that separate this old school speaker from a lot of old school stuff you see out there. There's a lot of companies out there now throwing out kind of these throwbacks. Sony's got some, KLH and others. They've got some, Wharfedale has a model that's doing that. So the difference is most of those things are pretty lightly constructed, very much like some of the old school speakers. This one is not. This one is 1.25 inches thick front baffle on this thing. So yeah, it's heavy, and there are braces here, 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 and then there's a divider that's a cross brace that goes all the way through it this way and all the way through it that way. There's a separate airspace, of course, for the mid-bass driver that's here. And then there's holes cut all through the bracing across the back and the top to let airflow move freely through this thing. But it is a tank. And then it's going to get lined completely with no-res, so it's going to be pretty heavy. But that's something that we feel is really necessary to have good quality, clean bass response without a lot of cabinet buzzing. Cabinet buzzing, especially when you get into a big speaker like that, can just really wreck the response. When you've got a woofer that's playing down low and it's putting some stress on the cabinet, and that stress is flexing, and then you're hitting it at its resonant frequency, it can really color the sound a lot. Hopefully we're not going to have those kind of issues with this thing. And a lot of those speakers, like I just mentioned, the crossover parts in there are pretty cheesy. It's a mass-produced speaker. These are not. I mean, the only iron core inductor is the Super Q from US Coils that we've got on this lower woofer. And I don't mind using iron core inductors. We use them on drivers that aren't playing up into the mid-range. That means drivers that are playing 200 hertz and down works great. We've got a third-order filter on the tweeter. And we've got some Sonic caps in this case on it. We've got some Gen 3 bypass caps, which are going to really bring that clarity up. We got the JB Poly caps on the woofer circuit, which is also a third order filter. And it's a first order filter on the low frequency to the woofer. So we got a lot of low gradual roll off on these things. So super high quality parts. There's going to be some options. The Sonic caps will be an option. The bypass caps will be an option. And we've got 2 connectors there in the back. So we're going to build out this pair pretty tricked out. I'm going to listen to it for a little bit. We're going to burn them in. We're going to decide if I want to go back and retweak some things and get this thing finalized and get it available to you guys pretty soon. I know you guys have been anxious. We're anxious too. Development of a new product, though, takes a little bit of time, and we like to take our time on it. Make sure it's voiced exactly the way I want it. Make sure it's accurate, neutral, spectral decay is clean, all that good stuff. So far, so good. Everything looks fantastic. Now I just need to go line these things with no-res, get these crossovers dropped in, get them wired, and get them up and playing. So hopefully I'll have them up and playing in a few days, maybe by the time the video drops. And I'll shoot another video on it. We'll share the measurements that are the final measurements and let you guys know exactly what the pricing is going to be on these. We've got stands that are being made for these things that are heavy-duty stands as well. So we're going to have all that information available for you. And I'm not going to try and throw stuff out there yet based on what we've done, because I might change it. So hang in there, and we're going to have this thing available for you really soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.